So let's say we are live, and let's get over to the cameras. Whoops, that's the wrong camera. We're getting somewhere here. There it goes. Please stand by. Yeah, that was perfect.
We made it.
Yep, eventually we made it. I was all over the place. Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Trevor here, RSG for RSG OTC, and guess what we got? Sean.
Yeah, that's fucking...
Sean, a.k.a. Ophidian over here. That's my co-host, and this is off the cuff for people who don't know.
Trevor's really excited today.
I don't know.
Good for you, man.
I don't know why, but, I am. I'll always be excited.
What's that thing on my face? I can't say.
Oh, yeah. Hold on. That's where we can control the camera if we want to, make it look at us, closer. Stuff like that.
Could we do a Wayne's World dissolve?
No, I don't have anything special like that.
All right.
Wayne's World.
No, don't do it.
Okay.
That's horrible.
All right.
That movie sucked.
I loved it as a kid.
That movie sucked.
I loved it as a kid, not loving it as an adult.
That movie sucked.
Didn't like it as an adult. Didn't like it as an adult. That's where we're going with that. So, we had some viewer suggestion.
Did we?
Yep.
What did they say?
Well, they thought we should do some news, split it up, regular news, but news of your choice, just not everything gaming. It doesn't, not truly 100% gaming oriented.
Right.
But I guess we could
Current
do
events.
Some things that would be social media, tech oriented, and gaming oriented, movie oriented at the same time.
We just talk about whatever we want.
Well, yeah, but I mean, in news factors. So,
okay.
So
I don't even watch the news, dude. I don't watch television. You're gonna have to tell me, and I'll tell you what I think about it.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. So, Darth Vader robbed a movie theater, I guess, a while ago.
Yeah.
But now Darth Vader comes back to rob a store, and I guess it is a smart time because so many people are really sporting these outfits.
The movie theater worked. The movie theater worked better because it was a premiere event and everybody there was dressed as somebody. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
If you're the ticket holder or something, you're like, oh, here comes Darth Vader. That's great. And he robs you. That's different than if you're working at a convenience store. And you're like, the guy before him, pack them all, bro. Here you go, bro. Holy shit, look at this, here comes Darth Vader. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a little bit weirder.
It would be like, oh my god, here comes Darth Vader.
Yeah,
is that, who is that? Oh god, he's crazy.
Alright.
So, anyways, so, yeah, I see what you're saying there, and, he would be mixed in with the many of other Darth Vaders. Yes. Right. Where this one, I guess, I guess if you're gonna do things on the dark way, in dark ways, might as well be on the dark side, but, that would be doing it right, but this guy got caught. I don't know how the hell he got caught. He was probably one of those idiots.
Don't take your mask off until you're all the way home.
Yeah,
home is even where you go. You get on a plane and you go somewhere far.
Be like, step out of the door. That's right, bitch. You don't even know. Cameras from the freaking fuel pumps just caught you. It's like, yeah, you're an idiot. So, who knows what it was.
Oh, yeah, we don't know how it happened? How he got...
No, I'm sure I could probably look it up, and see, but...
I always thought, maybe it's just because of the age I was at. I forget. When did Star Wars come out? I think I was, 8 or something. And I saw it, and it was a pretty badass movie, right? And, I'm talking about Star Wars, not the fucking remastered shit, whatever.
Right.
But, Darth Vader is a pretty scary dude when you're 8 years old, man. He's fucking huge, and he's just black, and he's just yeah.
That doesn't sound right, but I'm just gonna...
You know what? It's your fault because you thought like that. He's huge.
But many other people will think like that
that's
too,
great.
because
that's
great. Because to me, it goes in a comical sense. It is funny now that you think back on it. You see,
it is funny. That's hilarious.
It's big, it's flashing. It's scary.
It is.
I'm like, wait, that doesn't sound right.
Oh, that's hilarious. It is hilarious, man.
Sorry about that. I need, that's telling me that I'm live. Let me lower my volume of ring.
Oh my goodness.
So that was great.
Yeah, that could have gone better.
Hello, chat, by the way, and thank you for watching. If you're watching on iPads, anything of that nature, or you got some Android tabs, your phones, your computers, whatever you're watching. Pretty glad you're here. I'm really glad. Hello, and thank you for coming. So now you see what I mean. So this stuff is going to be, in a sense, either gaming, movie, or social media oriented. So like this one here. So a woman, I shouldn't call it a woman. It's probably like a freaking, I guess at that age you are, when you're over 21. But this girl's out at a bar, probably with some friends or whatever. Maybe by herself. Who knows? So they're out at a bar, and they're like, oh, look at that cop. Which is wrong. I mean, a cop shouldn't be sitting outside of a bar like, I'm going to get the next fucker that drives away from here.
They do.
They do, but
they do. Who are you
but
kidding?
She was like, there's a woman being beaten by this person on this road right here.
Okay, so she made a fake call.
Made a fake call. 2 minutes later, there goes the cop. Yeah. Now, that would have been smart. And maybe if she did it from a, payphone or something, she probably did it from her cell phone like an idiot. But to make matters even better, she posted on Facebook here. So she goes on Facebook and says, she tells them what, she says on Facebook basically what happened. 2 minutes later, the cop car peels out, and she goes, silly piggies, tricks are for you. Yeah, the trick is on you, because your ass just got caught for that shit.
Yeah, no doubt, man. You definitely retarded. Like, I mean, I don't know. Maybe they were more anonymous than how you know, but fuck, that was a pretty stupid move.
Yeah, it was. And someone asked in the chat what...
I understand where the spite was coming from. Like, whatever. Like, I understand where you're coming from, but that was a bad idea. You got to keep that stuff internal.
Yeah. I know how much you want to tell everyone what you did. What you do is you tell like a friend, like that you can trust. You don't tell everyone. Every I don't know, the Dick, Jane, and Harry or whatever the hell that shit goes. The
Tom, Dick, and Harry.
Tom, Dick, and Harry.
I don't understand that expression.
I don't understand it either. That's why I don't use it, and I didn't know it. I didn't know it off. I had to ask you what the hell it was. So, anyways, we have 14 Sebel here, which is Sean, longtime follower on my Twitch channel. He asked, "What made you do game talk shows?" Now, exactly, I wanted more of a talk show about the streamers, but I mean, it was something to do. Keep content flowing on YouTube that I enjoyed because. Making game reviews is really tough on YouTube. Just in general, making game reviews is tough. You have to capture so much stuff.
To get a nice one.
Right.
I mean,
you could just like, I'm here. Now, let me tell you what I think about this game. It was shit.
No, you can you can just throw like the green screen up and have the game in the background, and then you saying something. And it looks fancy because you're like, oh shit, he's got the game back there. He's, it's not really
right, and that is true. I could do that, but if you want to do it like I like to, and what made I think part of my one video, which was WRC 4 versus Dirt 3, which is well over 100,000 views now, made it so good. I think part of it was that I was showing the different ones and races through them. Now, I like this is so I can still kind of keep uploading to YouTube, and give them something, because I like to review products personally. Is what I like to do, but I don't always get products that I can review. And editing takes a lot of time, and I try to stream on Twitch. So between working, trying to stream, and making videos, it's so tough.
You don't have to make excuses.
So I fit in this talk show that I've always wanted to do. I always wanted to do a talk show where it was about games, and I actually wanted to do things. I'm gonna start bringing on other streamers. I don't really know YouTubers like that, but I other streamers that I may know, I'd like to try to get them onto the show through way of like Skype or something of that nature, and bring them on and talk to them and have some sessions about, you know, streaming, you know, what makes it hard, you know, what keeps you going. But yeah, it was always just something I wanted to do. I wanted to do a game or just a talk show in general. I thought it was cool, you know, having the idea of having a co-host and telling people things of what I think. And also, this is a way I can even talk about games and give them my quick review, like, hey, you know, this is what I think, because I'm going to talk about Fallout 4 tonight because I did get Fallout 4. This is a place I could do it. So, yeah. Now, let's go back to the show. I think we've answered everything, and I love when I grab a mouse to work one thing, but I need... Yeah, I do that.
You did the wrong one. I do that.
So, now, there was another thing going on. Probably, I think you've heard about this, because I saw this on Facebook. As you would read it, it looks like someone saying, fuck that bitch. PHUCDATBICH. But what it is, he's Vietnamese. He has a Vietnamese name. I forget what he's part Vietnamese, but it's more like Phuc Dat Bich.
It's actually his real name, though.
And it's his real name, and Facebook has like deleted his account like 3 times. And he's like, "Look, this is my ID, damn it. This is me. This is me, you son of a bitch. This is me." You know. So
they don't like it, and if you want your account, then change your name. That's the way, I guess. I don't think he'll win. I think he'll just run into a stone wall forever. Like,
I don't know how that's gonna go with Facebook. I got one that's actually pretty funny here. So anyone who remember or who knows Euro Truck Simulator 2, they had a multiplayer that was made by an outside source, wasn't made by the game creators. So these outside sources, like, they just like kind of took in anyone, and like the moderators are some of the most asshole retarded people I've ever seen. Like, I don't know, I just hate them. Okay? I hate them. But anyways, let's go past that. So what I did is I had for the longest time, my Steam account was created, I think when I got my good life, so it was probably created it was created years ago. Probably like 7 years ago. I've always had Fat Dong. And there it goes. Einen knows. Reminds me of your Fat Dong, which is hilarious the way he said it, but Fat Dong was always my name because I had a friend that went by Little Dick. He was Little Dick, and I was Fat Dong, and it was hilarious.
Awesome.
You know, it was our like inside joke, you know, because we're playing LAN games and shit, and so and it's like you know, but in other words, I was better. That's basically what it came down to. But he was actually better at the games because he played them. But anyways, so they saw that I was playing multiplayer for the longest time with that name. I've passed numerous amounts of admins. No one ever said anything. I've typed stuff in chat, reported people. It was just crazy how long it went for. I mean, almost a year, I think.
They killed
And then they frickin' said, look, you can't, you know, they banned me for having that name. But they didn't do a full-on ban or anything like that. They just said you have to change your name if it happens 3 times. So
what happened? You know how you report people and stuff? Then someone probably reported you because they didn't like it.
Maybe
you pissed somebody off, and they were like, "All right, you know what?"
Maybe, but what happened here? Okay, what happened here is I changed my name. I forget what the first thing I changed it to is like admin suck or something stupid, like something stupid. I changed my name to. They got me for that one. Change your name. It was my final attempt. Well, ram it up an admin does not sit well with them. So I changed my name to ram it up an admin, and they banned my ass for like, I think it was like a week. Like a week they banned my ass.
I've gotten code of conduct on Xbox. So
So ever since then, I kind of changed it. I just changed it over to Ready Set Game, made it just easy, or RSG 87. You know, I just whatever, didn't care. I kind of want to put it back to Fat Dong, though. I don't have any intentions of playing multiplayer ETS2 ever again. I don't need a ton of friend requests either, you know, even though I'm sure some people will see it. I don't need a ton of friend requests, you know, from people who watch the channel, because your Steam account actually fills up with friends. Your group, different story. You could have shitloads of people in the group that I created, but you can't have a shitload of friends. Anyways, so, yeah, so that was the Fugdabik. That's how you say the name, Fugdabik. So anyways, now on to something I thought had to come along. You know, hey, that iPhone vibrates, but it just doesn't fit in there right. Does it, ladies? Well, now they've got a case that you could put on that does. And you could have fun all day until your battery dies. But then you plug it into the car charger.
Yo, if you're going to bring up a story like that and not have a picture, then, I mean,
okay.
Come on, dude.
Okay. All right.
I mean, yo, that needs a picture. Like,
I'll find it. Okay, you know what?
I'm sorry, that was a quest that I put you on that might not just be out there.
It is out there.
I'm sure it is, but maybe not right around the corner.
Okay. All right. I should have brought this up. Vibrator case. I know.
Speaking
it's
of
here.
getting banned.
No, it's not. Well, that's a little. There it is.
Well, that's a little. I don't know. You know what that looks like? That looks like one of those. It looks like either a paddle, or like one of those, or like one of those roll-on brushes that you get rid of like dog hair with and stuff. Or maybe it looks like a.
Let's see. Okay, so.
They're trying to make it all like.
We're gonna have to like find a way to capture this. I know how to capture it, but let's see. Monitor capture.
I saw the picture.
Okay, so on. I can make it smaller. Let's small this up. Can we get it on there? Did it fit? Yeah, so you get the idea. I don't need to try to fit the whole thing on there. You get the idea. There it is. Boom. You've got the vibrator case for the iPhone 6. So you can just shove it on in and have some fun. All right.
Yo, what an ingenious idea. I mean, okay, yeah, it's perverted, and yeah, it's what a freaking great idea that was. Because somebody's like sitting back making a ton of money, okay? It's just a business idea. I'm not talking about like what it's for. You know what I'm saying? But what is something that a lot of people do? Almost everybody does. Let's fucking not bullshit each other here.
Yeah,
all right?
Yeah.
What is something that everybody does and everybody has? Everybody has a fucking iPhone. And everybody does get themselves off. I've got it. We're going to make a killing.
Maybe it will, you know? You know, there's an app for that. I don't know. There might be. I think there's like a unlimited
you know what?
vibrate
Looking
app.
at it though now at second hand, like okay, maybe the gimmicky it'll like phase off because it's like on your iPhone or something. And you know, there's those chicks that need like that baseball bat thing that comes from the adult store. Like what the? The iPhone is not going to do that. I don't give a damn what you do.
Does it track the data? That's a good question. Does it track the data?
Maybe there is an app to like
I
measure how long it takes to reach climate. I bet you it does do all kinds of crazy
shit. There might be a developed
shit.
app for that. There might be a developed app for that. That would be hilarious.
That'd be hilarious.
That would be. They'll make one for
total
Android next, I'll tell you. Get this. Watch, there'll be apps for like strengthening the vibration motor, like make it run extra fast. Oh, perfect. Like, okay, this has gone too far, damn it. It's a phone. It's a freaking phone.
Or what if they sell these people these apps? What? Imagine if you want to experience the throbbing, buzzing buzzsaw, buy it for $5. Throbbing,
you want buzzsaw action? There we go. Oh!
Sell them apps for jerking off. That's great.
That's crazy.
Sorry, that's a little intense.
I know this has gone a little far, but this is technically tech
What's
talk.
Next? What's next? That was out of control.
So, yeah, there we go. An optional app purchase for Talk Dirty. That is good. I like that. That's the next one.
Business, man. Business.
Business is business. All right. So, Next time you decide to steal a car, make sure there's not a kid in there. But if you do have a kid in there...
I'm sure that's happened a lot, actually.
It's probably has. Oh, shit. Son of a
I
bitch.
bet you that has happened quite a bit.
These ones are pretty cool. They're like, we'll drop you off at school. We're keeping the car. We're dropping you off at school. All right, so that's what happened. It was a quick little one. If you did
the same thing, right? If you did the same thing, you could be like sitting back on, you know what? We could either get arrested for stealing a car. That's bad. Or kidnapping. That's really, really bad. I don't want to deal with that shit. You know what they do to people who fuck with children in prison? No, we stole a car, dude. Fuck it. I dropped that kid off at school.
So with impersonated... Okay, now you're bringing it too far. But, I mean, maybe someone would want Betty White, or something. Maybe they're thinking of the other day.
Man, I didn't even think about that crap.
See, that's the whole point. And they're like, oh, that's what.
Just a sweet old lady, jerk.
It was the whole shock factor, man.
She looks all sweet on television.
I
bet you she could be a real bitch.
No.
For some reason, I can see her like yelling at people. Do you know who the hell I am?
Look, there was a Family Guy episode that had Peter had like a sex tape with Betty White as the voice actress, and like. And Peter Schmidt got sued because he used his publishing company or whatever, like, without him knowing. And then Betty White came at the end of the episode like, who's the asshole that used my voice or some shit like that. It was great. So, now, wow. Why am I getting all this
Checking his
messaging?
phone.
Oh, Jesus. I just want to make sure it's no one, like, that I need to respond to really quick. So, anyways, we're kind of done with the news topics right now. I mean, it was cool. We went through like 25 minutes of news topics. Sure. It was cool. And I think that's what I want. I want to do stuff like that.
Let's hear about Fallout, man.
Well, we haven't gotten there yet.
Oh, okay. You've got an agenda. All right.
Okay.
Agenda.
Well,
it's a dirty word. Agenda.
It is off the cuff, because like really all I have is look. This is what it said. Steam machines hitting big on the market. So I have to come up with whatever the hell else. I'm just letting you know what I'm looking at on the machine on here is quick. I mean, the quickest dumb notes you've ever seen.
Is it going to be like one of these machines where what the Shield is, where they're not really a game machine or anything like that? It's really just a streamer for your computer.
No. Steam machines are actually like basically it's a computer to run only Steam with Steam operating system and everything.
Steam operating system.
Yeah.
Ugh.
So, like,
I think that should not cost more money because I mean, damn, Windows is pretty useful.
I mean, I'm sure it's got an underlying like maybe a Windows like background of it or something of that nature, or Linux. Who knows what it's using? Because I haven't really looked into them enough. Okay, but it maybe it has some other main operating system background to it. Okay, but as far as like what you get to use is the Steam iOS or the Steam OS, whatever. How
does that work? Like, let's say a game has like really, really high specs. Is this machine going to be able to run them?
It's tough to say. I would imagine it runs it like one of the newest consoles, maybe even a little better. It really all kind of depends even on your Steam machine that you have, because there's better ones. But
what'll suck is because there won't even be like physical copies anymore, because eventually what'll happen is like they'll have to be like, if this works, it might not work. If it works, there'll have to be eventually like a Steam.
There we go. Yeah.
A Steam machine 2, right? Because eventually you're gonna be like, hey, yeah, I got that Steam machine, but they're coming out with games that I can't fucking play. That's where it's gonna be like, bam.
See, that's what it is. It's just a PC that runs Steam OS, and you can install Windows on it if you don't want Steam OS. That's what I thought. But there's the thing is they're packaged more like a console in the sense for people to like catch people's eye. You know how like price point catches people's eye. This is gonna catch more people's eye, and this is gonna get the PC side of things, I think, really vamped up, and I like that. Yeah, it's about the same power, but yeah.
The two probably should have merged a long time ago. I get, like it's just whatever. One should have absolved the other, or the two should have merged at some point. It's ridiculous. It's, I don't know.
I mean, but regardless, I'm just glad that the PC side of things is picking up more, because if it goes on SteamOS, what that means that if those start selling good, because right now there's like deals going on where you can get like 200 off and stuff like that and get some badass Steam machines. What that means, right, you have to understand from this side, this point of view, you have a lot of games that are not made for PC. There are games that aren't made for them because they're like, we're not making it for that. You know, it's just going to be for the consoles. You know, they're I think what it'll or they'll make it work for PC, but it'll work like crap. I think what this will do, if these pick up and do really good, and I kind of
it'll focus more attention to PC, I think, in where
right.
the consoles are getting
all the attention.
You know, they're getting all the Napco, they're getting all the Capcom, they're getting all the big players. You know, like.
They're getting all the big players, but not only that, like, when it comes to actually, like, caring about the bugs and stuff. I mean, of course the company cares about, but, like, when it really comes to, like, okay, we're going to make sure this is a good PC port, they're like, whatever.
Yeah.
You know, there's some companies that do, and there's some companies that don't. But I think if these hit big and they start selling like consoles do, right, boom, they're going to be like, you know, we got to pay more attention. We got to make sure this PC port goes over right.
I'm just curious as far as, like, when that machine becomes, is it going to become obsolete? Do I add to it? Is the new one going to cost just enough for me to say, screw it, like with a console? Like, you know, like, hey, fuck it. Like, I can definitely foresee, maybe not soon, but maybe like in 3 years after it takes off, right? 3 years is like a console life or whatever, that games are going to start coming out for PC that are going to be badass. They're going to be good games. But you're going to need a fucking awesome machine to play them. And I'm sorry, your old machine, that you know, your Steam machine, doesn't do these new ones. And that's a good idea for a birth of a role like. It's a PC though. Just, I mean, what I'm saying is it's a good way to follow, like, hey, PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, or Xbox 360, Xbox One. Let's jump on that bandwagon. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. I mean, right, exactly. And I think. I want to see how the upgradability is, because if you could install Windows, I would imagine there is upgradability, you know, fairly easy on it. So, you know, I just don't know, is it all like, okay, no, you can't really upgrade it because it all has to fit inside this case? Like, how's it going to really work?
Yeah. I don't even know what the thing looks like. If it's just the computer, then why even play this stupid little game? Like, it's a
see,
that's what why are we even doing this?
See, as I think that's they make their names white so you can't see, but I'm pretty sure that's Sazi in here. He's another streamer that I collaborate, I guess would be the word. I don't know.
Whatever, man. You talk to him, right?
I talked to him, you know. So, anyways, he does say Steam machines ain't gonna make companies do that, because he does have a point, because there's too many other components out there for them to get all the games to work good. So that's another thing that you know, I have to also take into consideration, and I think, you know, a lot of people don't understand. To make a game for console is, we know what hardware is in it, we know what the specs are.
It's dedicated.
And that's it.
It's dedicated software.
There's right, but there's nothing. There's no guesswork involved in it. You know what the specs are. You know how it's gonna run, what it's gonna run, what it's gonna do.
Yeah.
You don't know what Joe Blow over there has got. Frickin'.
No, man, are you kidding me? I remember way back in the day, playing like King's Quest 1 and stuff and so forth. Back on like a goddamn PC Junior. All right. Like, even then you were picking up computer boxes and we were like, look at the specs. I think I could do that. I'm pretty sure I could do that. You get it home, you're like, God damn it, I can't do that. So now you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go buy a bunch of parts for my computer.
Right.
And it's just like that becomes an endless chain of when you buy your console, this is what it's going to do, and it's going to do it perfect. I don't know if I could say better, but it's going to do it perfect to the best of its ability every time. There's not going to be, hold on, let me turn down the shading. Hold on, let me adjust the lighting. I got to turn shadows off.
I won't say it will run perfect, because as you even said, Fallout 3 had clipping and stuff like that.
It did, yeah.
So it won't even run perfect. It won't even run perfect. You know, it will, but they know their limitations.
You don't get caught up in that game. You don't get caught up in that game of...
Oh, maybe I could turn this up a little bit. Maybe I could...
Yeah. And then constantly wanting to upgrade your... I understand, man. Shit, more power. I love power. Fucking light me on fire. Fuck it. Right? But, like, you get caught in this always, like, I gotta get the new shit because I gotta keep up with shit. It's gotta be fucking awesome. And consoles are just like, they leap over. Like, yeah, I know shit's a little bit better right now, but this is what I'll deal with. And then, poof, next time, there we go. Yeah. I don't know. It's just not such a... I wouldn't say easier. It's not better. It's just different. It's just different.
Yeah, it is. But as far as they go, though, it's still cool. Glad to see it. Maybe.
Oh yeah, it's cool.
Maybe
I like it. It's a good idea.
What you will see is maybe not so much exclusives, but maybe you'll see, maybe more games that are going to be brought to the system of high end. Like maybe you'll see that Forza or Gran Turismo, not exactly those games.
No, because
not those games, but you'll see a game equivalent to those maybe come to PC. Hopefully, I'm just throwing out ideas that may happen.
Yeah, man, the two should have come together a long time ago. That's all there is to it. I don't know.
I'm not shaking my legs. Where am I shaking my legs? I'm going back and forth. It's a little cold down here, though.
It is cold.
It is cold down here. It is cold down here. So, anyways, we're done with the Steam Machine side of it. I think we've said what we need to say. There's really not much about it, but some of them do look cool. I want to throw that out there. Some of them do look badass as hell. Now shake the other one too. That's a dirty son of a bitch. He always goes. He's good though. He's been here since the beginning. That's Einen over there. What we have is the Need for Speed reboot. I really had high hopes for it. Not high hope, but I'd want to maybe play a Need for Speed game again. And I kind of want to try it. I'm not going to lie. I kind of want to try it. But I don't know if I really feel like racing people online all the time. That's kind of what they want because it's an online-only game. But it's
how can it be? They don't have
Well, no. It's online only, meaning you cannot play it offline. Say you're somewhere where there's no internet. Fuck you. You ain't playing it. That's how it works.
That's bullshit, dude. That's bullshit.
Yeah. I see more games wanting to do that, and it's to combat piracy.
Yeah, but that's a step too far, dude. Seriously.
It's got a very short story.
I couldn't pay my cable bill. Right? I own my game. I love it. I can't pay my cable bill. I can't play my game. That's fuck that, dude.
A lot of games are doing it, especially EA, which is Need for Speed. So, EA, that's what they did. See, at least this is something where you race other people online, okay? SimCity, when it came out, yeah, you could build cities with other people, but primarily people build cities by them damn self, okay? But no, EA was like, we're combating piracy, let's do always online DRM. Oh shit, our servers can't handle all the people that are coming on. We haven't put out a game since 2004, and it's 2013 now, so it's been 9 years. So it's they should have thought about this with all the SimCity, fanatics out there. But then City Skylines came in way later on down the line, way later, years later, and said, haha, we're here, bitches, and fuck your game because ours is better. So that's cool. This has been a very cursing episode, but oh well, man. It's not so bad, but in Need for Speed, there's a lot of the story is a lot of motion picture movie-esque kind of way to do it, you're first person of the movie, kind of yo, what's up, bro? How you doing, man? Yeah, it's real life too. It's not even animated; it's real life. And you fist bump, and it's
live action,
it's here's the camera, right? It's fist bump, bro.
No,
yeah, that's right. Yo, and there's mad fist bumps, and it's fist bump.
Oh my god,
fist bump.
It's a Need for
Punch
Speed.
you in the face, fist bump.
A Need for Speed. It's another Fast and Furious kind of fucking game, really. It's a Fast and Furious kind of game.
Remember the Underground?
Remember was it Street Racing Syndicate?
It is a Need for Speed technically in a sense, but I mean I don't know if Need for Speed Underground came out before Need for Speed, and I think it did. But I'm not 100% sure. But Need for Speed.
Hey man, that can be fun, I guess.
Underground was really fun back then.
I just like games that are a little more racing. Seriously, I guess whatever.
Yeah, I mean,
I've had my share of those.
It is still very arcadey. I thought it would cater a little bit more to the to the steering wheel, but no, it didn't. Damn it! I'm gonna put the carpet out next time, like so we don't roll back. Like every time, I swear I'm like rolling back from this. Yeah, that's basically it. Need for Speed reboot. I wouldn't want to pay a lot for it. I want. Oh look, it's $10. Boom, I want it. That's about it. You know. The next part, and this is gonna lead into the Fallout section. Okay.
The Fallout section.
Yeah, because there's some stuff going on in Fallout. Okay. So when I talked about Fallout having high specs before, right?
Yeah.
It was like i7 processor and a 780 for the recommended, right? That's kind of starting to seem like the new recommended side of things. Like, hey, look, you know what? If you want to play it recommended, well, you're going to need at least a 780 and an i7 whatever. Probably like a 4970 or 4960, I mean, or whatever. And it's just surprising to see that, because now maybe the games will do more, because I'll tell you right now, I have Fallout 4 turned up quite a damn bit. And I am nowhere near those specs it's asking. And I'll stream at the same time with those turned up pretty damn good. And it runs fine. It runs absolutely great. Grand Theft Auto, on the other hand, I was maxing out my CPU left and right. So, granted, I know there's faster moving things going on. You got cars whizzing by.
Yeah, I guess Grand Theft Auto, I don't know, man. Like, Fallout keeps track of things in a much different kind of way. I can imagine, like it keeps track of what's going on and where it's going on, but like in some other kind of you can't see it kind of thing. But Grand Theft Auto, I think, is like processing all that crap all the time, you know, like cars going by you and whatever else has a lot of what to do goes on in the world. And Fallout, you know, I haven't played Fallout 4, but it's kind of like you get the feeling that town next to you doesn't have something going on right now. It's just a matter of when you go over there, it does. You know what I'm saying?
This game is alive and thriving. This game is insane. Like,
awesome.
I know some people have their feelings about it and don't like it. Hey, whatever. Me, on the other hand, I find it to have quite a bit, almost too much to do. But it's really becoming more fun as I get into it. What I find with the Fallout games is getting into it at the beginning is tough.
Yeah, it is. And a lot of people I know pick the game up
and then put it right down.
And we're like, I can't really play that.
Can't get into it. But once you sink like 20 hours into it, it sounds crazy.
Yeah, I guess it does.
But once you sink 20 hours into it, all of a sudden you really start enjoying the game quite a bit. Like, more than I would have imagined. And that's kind of how Fallout 3 was, because I remember I tried streaming Fallout 3, and I was like, I can't get into it.
Yeah, man. It's...
Then I put it down, and way later went back again to it. And all of a sudden I was like, oh, I'm loving this. I know what to do now. I can get there, and boom.
I think a lot of people I've had complained about is like the menus, the way the menus worked and so forth and so on. And it's really not that hard. People are like, where am I supposed to go? What am I supposed to do? And it's like, you pull up the world map, okay? Go to your missions in your log, look up what you're supposed to do, where they are, go to your world map, set the marker, and go there. I mean, yeah, the world is huge. But, you know, people make it sound like, I don't know, I'm always lost. There's a map and a marker. Learn how to use it. What is your problem?
Yeah. Like, I mean, overall, I haven't come encounter with too many bugs.
I've heard that there's some.
There is some. I did come across one. What was it? The switch for one of the power switch, you know, when you're building like your places and everything, the power switch wouldn't switch back. So what I ended up having to do is I turned off the generator, and then all of a sudden the switch worked again when I turned the generator back on. So I don't know, it was like it was bugged out. There's some things that just, you know, you go up to the corn and it'll be like, oh, it looks like it's growing nicely, but then you try to click on the other ones and it's like doesn't even recognize them. So there's some stupid little tiny bugs that I've found, but nothing too crazy. So I think they did a good job putting out a game without too much craziness going on in the sense of bugs, and that's hard to find these days.
So there's corn. There's corn.
There's corn. There's gourds. There's melons. There's...
Like food is like a very scarce kind of thing in Fallout 3 and New Vegas and so forth. You know, food is like, damn, there's not a lot of this stuff. Well, like it doesn't grow. There was one spot in Fallout 3, I think, where you came across this like place way up north, and like everything was like really lush and alive, and there was like this living tree.
Now, I just want to point out these may be spoilers if you consider them.
Oh man, whatever.
Whatever. I'm just pointing out there may be some in here, but we're not talking any storyline stuff. We're literally talking about game content, which can be seen on any YouTube video of how-to and tips. You know, these are just normal things. So, just
your game.
Just saying, you know, because, you know, but, you know.
Some people don't like that. It's not cool.
You know, some people don't, you know, some people aren't ever going to play them, so whatever. But you were saying with Fallout 3, you come up on the city, and it's just, you could say things like.
It's not a city. It's like a place up north on the map, and everything is like really lush and alive, and there's like this weird living tree kind of thing, and you go underground and like talk to his roots, and he like asks you to kill him, you know, and they get to choose, do I light him on fire or do I, you know what I'm saying? Like, you haven't been there. You haven't been there?
No, I haven't been there, but see, that's like the glory or the greatness about these Bethesda games. I'm saying
I beat the game. Me too. Did you see this? No. That goes on a lot in Bethesda games. Like,
yeah,
it's very.
There is so much to do. I'm sorry, anyone can have their opinions, but Bethesda games deliver your money. That's the way I say it, because, you know, to get through the story isn't quick, and to damn sure play through the whole game isn't quick.
You can like barge your way through the main story if you want, but there's just so much other stuff to do. It's whatever.
It'll be quicker than any Call of Duty story, I'll tell you. Or it'll be longer than any Call of Duty story, I'll tell you that much.
I'll tell you what, at least they still put, like, you know.
So, yeah. You know, Fallout 4, I definitely have to give it a big thumbs up. There, you know, there's going to be mods coming out for texture packs and stuff like that. There's some things that don't, I mean, it still has a very cartoonish, animated kind of look to it.
Huh.
It doesn't give me the feeling like I'm looking at a person as much as it should.
Okay.
That's one thing I want to say.
Well, look at like Oblivion to Skyrim, right? Was that better than Fallout 3 into Fallout 4?
Huh?
Like from going from Oblivion into Skyrim, right?
Yeah.
And the way that it looked and how much better it was, right? Now, how much better would you say Fallout 4 is to Fallout 3? Take the previous game, and how much better does it look?
As far as better looking,
it's not a lot?
It's good.
Wow, look at that. I stopped him.
It's good, but it's really not, like, next level shocking.
Huh.
It's not next level shocking, and that's the part I think. The thing that's next level shocking is all the different stuff they put into it.
Right.
The building aspect, the way. One of the great things I love about it, I hate in Skyrim, any of them. You know, you want to even in the old Fallout. Let me open up this chest. What's in here? Okay, let me take it out. Let me open up this person's thing. What they did in this is you hover over like your pointer at the thing.
It says empty.
You know, and it'll like tell you what they have, and you can like select what you want to take from them, and without having to go in it, and then you just walk away. Like it's nothing special.
Right.
What I will find is if you start to talk to someone and then like look away while you started talking to them, when you turn back to them, they'll still be like waiting for your like what you're trying to tell them, because it's very branching dialogue kind of idea. You can instead of like the way they had the list, there's a lot of stuff you could do in the sense of you'll see yellow and red if it won't work too well, or maybe it'll piss someone off, shit like that. It's really cool. Now, has this game. He bought it before. He seems to love the game, but he says Fallout 4, worst game in the series, one of the worst that has been released for a long time. I don't know why. I don't know if he's messing with us or if he really means that. I don't know. I don't know. I think it's great. But in all honesty, what it really makes me want to look forward to is the next Elder Scrolls.
Yeah, I haven't looked for anything on that, but I haven't heard anything about it either.
I haven't heard anything about it either, but I'd really love to hear about it because
I don't know.
Honestly,
those games tend to take like 8 to 10 years to come out. Like that's about how long it takes from one to the next. It's fucking.
It's been a long time though. When did Skyrim come out?
I think it was. I don't know. I want to say 13, but it might be.
No.
It's older than that.
Would have been 11.
Yeah, maybe 11. Maybe
2011.
Maybe 11.
Yeah, I mean, he said it's the worst game because there are no good nude mods yet. Opinion will change accordingly. That's good. Okay. About to say, like, wait, I thought you loved the game. Yeah, so that's great. But there is a patch out for it. Now, if you don't know that there's a patch out for it, just to let you know, if you are a PC player, you have to opt in for betas to get the patch at this moment. That's the patch that's out right now. So you have to opt in for the betas. It's not hard to go to your properties and you'll see betas. You right click on the game and you'll see like I think properties and then betas and you'll get it from there. I don't really know what I think it just really bug fixes mainly is that let's just double check real quick. I do want to make sure that it is just like bug fixes and such. Let's see. Fallout 4 update. Okay. Fallout 4. Let's see. What did it fix? It's got new features, so you can do number pad keys can now be used for remapping. Remapping activate now works on quick container. I don't know exactly what that means. I guess that must be something in the game. General memory and stability improvements. These are the fixes. General memory and stability improvements. Fixed issue where equipped weapons become locked after completing reunions. I haven't come into that yet. Fixed issue with when freedom cells where the quest would not complete.
I've had that happen in some Bethesda games.
Yeah, I have too. During Confidence Man, fixed issue where players' health would continuously regenerate. Oh man, that would have been awesome.
They got your dupe.
Damn.
We fixed the dupe before you even found it, jerk.
Lemmings. Actually, I'll put a point on that in a second about Lemmings. And fixed issue where the launcher would not save God Ray's quality setting properly. So those seem to be the big ones that they have fixed, really. I don't see too much other than that. So yeah, that's that. That's the Fallout 4, patch going on that you can get. Now, I don't think, and two's waiting for the fixed issue with the having FPS tied into the game speed, which I'm going to bring that up too. Another thing. I just want to do something. Someone actually said, let's talk about Lemmings. The only reason I want to bring that up is because I played the shit out of Lemmings.
I played Lemmings on a Genesis. I don't know what the hell.
I played it on like a PC on floppy disk, man. That was awesome. That was an awesome game.
Yeah, it was
that
cool.
game was badass. I don't know if there's any more of them. They should make a new one. They should be an easy one to make a 2D new one.
I kind of think there was one on PlayStation. I think they tried to make it like some 3D stupid game or whatever. I'm not sure. I could be wrong.
I'd like to see it. It'd be really cool. I'd like to have another Lemmings. Lemmings was fun. But there's other games, I'm sure, just like it at this point. So, what I did want to go before I got off the Fallout 4 thing one of the big no-nos in the gaming industry, from what I hear, is tying your game speed in with your frames per second. So basically, Bethesda catered to the consoles. Consoles can only obtain 30 frames per second. Consoles can only can only get 30 frames per second on constant though, for Fallout 4. Now, PCs, especially like two fellas in here, or Teufel, as it's actually said, which is German for the devil. I'm pretty sure, something of that nature. So basically, he has a computer that can run it way faster than 60 frames per second, but he is locked at 60 frames per second. Because
so now the game runs too fast?
Well, no. The thing is, that's where the game, if it goes above that, then the game starts having some issues.
Okay.
Not only stability issues, but like let's say you were to go up to 140 frames per second, like you set the limiter, let's say you let it go up to 140 frames per second. Well, it doesn't work in doubles. So if you go to 120, it's not going to be double the speed, but 140 would be about double the speed. So when a bottle falls off the shelf, it's going to fall at double the speed. When your hand moves, it's going to move
the game
at
runs
double the
too
speed.
fast.
So everything is double the speed at that point. Why would you tie in the FPS to the game speed? That's stupid. I don't get that. Maybe I'm not a programmer. I don't make games. I can't say. Maybe I'm talking completely out of my ass right now, but I think that's bullshit. I'm sorry. And they actually promised at one point. Oh, hey, we're not gonna give you a capped out frame. We're not gonna give you a frame cap. No, it's gonna be completely unlocked. Apparently not. It's locked at 60. You can't. And if you try to unlock it, it'll just freak out, basically. It'll start doing a bunch of wrong shit. But now, he says that you can actually slow down the game speed somehow. I'm sure through like INI files and stuff. But you shouldn't have to go through that much to run a game at high specs. Now, for people with 60 hertz, screens, it really doesn't matter because 60 frames per second is your 60 hertz. But if you've got those 144 hertz monitors that are badass as hell, well, yeah, you'd want 144 frames per second because that's going to give you the full benefit, or more. But I mean, that wouldn't really happen much. But you'd want that. You want that high-end frames per second, but that's not going to happen. Not going to happen now. It's crap.
If you can slow it down, though, then, I mean, obviously they can patch it or whatever. I don't know. Whatever.
I guess it is true. They could patch it. I mean, if you can slow it down somehow, I guess they could patch it. But then, it would have to be like an auto-detect kind of thing where it would be like, oh, this computer's only running at this. Okay, so we have to speed up the game to this and put the frames per second down to this. Oh, this person's computer's running it like this, so we're going to have to speed up or slow the speed. Yeah, so it might be a little pain in the ass going on right there. That would take actually quite a lot of development to probably do something like that. Here's something I want to look more into. I just saw a quick thing of this. Futurama is coming out with a game. You partnered with the Monkey Island developers or whatever. Wooga, I guess is the company.
Monkey Island is a really old game. It's a good game, but it's a really old game.
Very good.
But for some, it's a big name. It's like throwing around like King's Quest developers or something. Like, oh yeah, I know. I don't know. It's just whatever.
Yeah. Oh crap! I almost forgot to say this about Fallout 4 real quick. Watch out for using console commands in Fallout 4. It can cause some save game errors. And that would suck if your save game is just fucked.
Console commands are always one of those things you should watch out when you screw with anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like, you screw with it, and next thing you know, like, time is going by too fast, or you're stronger than you want to be, you don't know how to get back down, or maybe there is no way back down.
But, I mean, usually the way you set it is the way you set it. Like, okay, set this 1,000, set this 100. It'll just set it at that. So that's usually not too big of an issue. And let's see, we've got 2 GTA picks on the side. I'm sure we probably do. I actually kind of just.
He didn't really put that much effort into that.
Yeah, I really kind of didn't. Yeah, it's actually like 2 things, but
you paid more attention than he did.
yeah, exactly. But hey, it still looks fun. So, anyways, so now, yeah, I want to see a Futurama game. I forget the name is. I really want to check that out because it's probably going to be funny as hell, especially with a game maker like Monkey Island, Monkey Island's Wooga, which even though I know that came out with LucasArts, but they're the company.
Futurama's a funny show. I like it. It doesn't seem to be right. I like it. I watch it. Okay, it's on, but it just doesn't seem to have that same like punch you in the face kind of thing like Family Guy has going on, or American Dad, or even South Park. It doesn't have that like, oh man. That was pretty, yeah.
I have to go to this website real quick because this, we're just, damn it, just gonna have to go into Chrome. Didn't want to, because I wanted to see the chat, but we'll do this for this real quick because, you ever heard of Breaking Benjamin, the band?
Yeah.
Okay. Breaking Benjamin's frontman was asked to tweet about the new Star Wars game. So, this is kind of what he tweeted. I'm just gonna read it out to you. The image is with a broken disc, mind you. I just want to make that clear. Okay, the image is with a broken disc of Star Wars Battlefront. Okay. Which he couldn't care. He makes enough money. But he goes, they wanted to pay me to post that I like this piece of shit game. They can shove it up their ass. This game sucks. I'd rather watch the god-awful prequels than play this piece of shit one more second. Thanks for ruining Star Wars, EA. There's EA. Ruining shit once the fuck again. And I want to see how you just broke this shit. I'm just reading some of these comments. Someone says, you're trolling, right? No adult man is like this. No, I mean, look. It's serious, Some people have more money than they I have enough money. I don't need your money to tell me I hate this game. Fuck this game.
That might be the whole reason he's saying that, though. It's not because the game sucks. He might not even have put the game in. He might have been like, how dare you?
No,
you know what I'm saying?
No,
like,
I think it's different. I think this way, it went like this. I think he played the game, okay? And then, he had it or whatever, and they were like, or maybe they asked him first and gave him the game, regardless, one or the other. He played the game, and I think he was like, you know what, fuck you, I'm not tweeting out about this. This is a piece of shit.
They're asking him to sponsor it, and just that might have offended him.
But if the game was something that you enjoyed, okay, if I was, let's say he loved the game.
All right, I have the beta, and I have not played it. So...
Well, the beta's done, dude.
Yeah, it doesn't work anymore. But,
it's way gone.
Have you played it? Did you play the beta?
No.
I guess I'm not that into it either, because I had it, and I didn't even... I got it. It's over there.
And goodbye to anyone in the chat who has said goodbye to us. Goodbye to you as well. Have a great one. Thanks for watching the show, and hope you come see next time.
All right, then. Have a good night.
So, but the thing is, though, if he loved the game, let's say he loved Fallout, and he's been playing Fallout, and he loved it. I'm pretty sure if they said, hey, can you tweet about, yeah, this game, I love this game, it's badass. But the truth is, he probably already would have tweeted out if the game was badass. But the game was probably shit to him, and he was like, fuck you, I'm not doing this, it's shit. It's shit. I'm not. Your game is shit. Put out some real stuff, then ask me to do it. Because this is shit. I haven't played it. I've watched some people play it. Actually, a friend I went and saw today said the game is a piece of shit himself, and he's got it for PS4. So, I don't know. I'm beginning to think maybe it is. So, that's just, I don't know. I haven't played it. I can't give my 2 cents or 4 cents or 5 cents. I can't give any cents at all, not even a penny. So, hey, what can I say? Nothing. That's what I can. So, the show is coming to the end. What we did want to just say at the end of the show here, of course we're going to have all of our ending stuff, but what we did want to say, is don't miss the Steam sales that are coming up, because we have the holiday shit coming up, and the sales on holiday are badass. Okay, so Steam sales start November 25th through the 1st of December. Then there's another one for the winter sale going December 22nd to January 4th. Don't miss them. Gotta get them, because that is the ones that will matter for your wallet, and amongst many others. So don't forget to keep checking, because they're going to have a lot of flash sales going on where it's only 3 hours. You only have like a 3-hour window or 4-hour window to get these badass games when they have certain ones on there. Man. So don't miss it, man.
They got you really watching every 3 or 4 hours, huh? That's fine.
Sure, if you want to save that money.
Yeah.
If you want to save that money, I mean, seriously. So I don't know if they're that early. I think they might even be like 12 hours, something like that. And then there's daily sales that are the 24, of course. But yeah, don't miss them. 25th of this month through the 1st of next month, 22nd of next month through the 4th of January. So don't forget. Now, what you also can't forget is if you're watching this on YouTube, that you can also watch this live. Down below, you'll see right there, it says, right up in front, right down there, it says twitch.tv/ReadySetGame87, hitbox.tv/ReadySetGame87. You can watch us live. We're usually live either Sunday or Monday. You can pay attention to the Twitter that you see right there. You see that Twitter? That's at ReadySetGame87. You will find out if we have delayed the show until Monday. Normally, we try to do it on a Sunday. Things have come up. Last week, actually, we did not do it because I pulled my back some freaking way. I don't even know how. Just doing one of these on the windshield. Yeah, and somehow I pulled my back and I took some muscle relaxers without eating, and yeah, that didn't work out too well. So there was no way I was doing the show. So anyways, that was that. So that's not just actually if you're watching on YouTube, but if you're watching on YouTube, you can watch us live. Just remember those down there. Now, the other thing you could do is somewhere, I think, on the screen, it's more down that way on his side, I think, like over there. It'll say, like, subscribe. Yeah. You can hit that subscribe button because it really helps me out. You can hit that like button, or you can dislike. If you dislike, you can tell us why. And if you want to comment in there, tell us some suggestions you have. We took suggestions from Tufel about the news in the beginning that you saw, which was some fun news,
Darth
about
Vader, man.
Darth Vader robbing the convenience store.
Not only that, he's just so big and black and scary.
Exactly. So don't miss that. Don't miss that. You gotta watch. If you didn't watch the whole episode here, watch the rest of it on YouTube, because there was some funny shit in the beginning this time. So, all right. Like I said, put in the comments some suggestions, maybe some things you want to talk about, whatever. Throw them down there. And I think that's really all I've got for you. Like I said, make sure ReadySetGame87, check that out on Twitter, because if you do, then you'll find out when things are going to happen. Like, I will be streaming at some point tonight some Fallout 4 whenever I get all my shit set up back upstairs. So, thanks again, everyone, for coming and watching some RSG OTC episode 12. That's right, made it all the way to 12. We should have said that in the beginning, but hey, we said it now. Well, have a good one, everyone, and we'll see you later. See you next time. Goodbye. Good night. Later. Good day. Wait, they could be watching in the daytime. Well, good time to you. Later, all.